Hello everybody and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Spotlight. First, let me introduce you to Hollywood J's personal ring announcer, Stellar Justin Lopez.
Él es la personificación de la esencia. Él es no está pobre o feo o gordo como tú. Él es no es pobre o feo o gordo como tú ustedes. Él es Hollywood J.
Hey there, protester!
What's up, wrestling fans? This is the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, but you already knew that. Congratulations to Alberto Del Rio for winning the Royal Rumble. Finally, WWE doing something totally out of the blue. It really blew my mind at the Rumble. What about you guys? I mean, hey, we were there. Like, what's up?
I didn't think he was gonna win it. I thought they were gonna give him like a Money in the Bank later on in the year. But I'm not mad at it. I'm really happy. He's great charisma.
Yes.
And he's a great wrestler. And it's about time to give somebody a good push.
I didn't think Del Rio would win.
But it was his destiny to win. His destiny.
It's time to shine the spotlight on Raw.
Raw has been horrible the last 2 weeks.
Okay,
It's been horrible.
Time out. What has been so horrible about Raw, Justin? Tell me, because we've had this whole beef going on for the past couple of days now.
Jerry Lawler's main eventing.
Is Jerry the King Lawler a lot better of a wrestler than most of the young guys today?
He used to be.
Right now, is he a better wrestler than most of the young guys?
So you're telling me if they give him the title elimination chamber, you're gonna be happy with that decision? You will be happy with them giving a 61-year-old man the WWE Championship title. 61 years old, Hall of Famer.
Listen, I don't think he's gonna win. But if you look at this storyline, it's Rocky 6. It's the old man getting his last run.
I'm kind of offended about, you saying...
He's 61!
He's 61 years old. His time has passed. If he didn't main event
Listen.
WrestleMania 10 years ago, he's not going to do it now, this year, in 2011. Lawler should not be main eventing at a pay-per-view. There's so many other options. Why don't you put Miz in the Elimination Chamber match and have him defend his title? There are other ways to build that story to lead them to get a gimmick match at
I got a better
WrestleMania.
idea. How about you just don't order the pay-per-view?
What happened? What?
Let's shine the spotlight on Randy Orton versus CM Punk. This feud is going to be hot.
Best feud going on
really
Raw
good.
right now.
I love the fact that they brought up that Orton had punted CM Punk back in 2008.
Did you see the clip they showed on Monday Night Raw of how horrible, not horrible, like how different CM Punk's mic skills were back then, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was a
man.
little tentative as
He
a
was,
face.
yeah.
He was a face.
Exactly.
He was
Yeah.
a face, definitely. I
The
mean,
best thing they did was turning him heel.
yeah.
Well, it's easier being a heel than a face, man.
What was so great about that was the fact that Punk's nose started bleeding.
Well, that's because
Oh,
Orton headbutted him by accident.
Yeah, I know. Like, that was crazy. And
But
you
how-
can tell that Punk was like, "Oh, what the hell?" Like,
But how good of a shot
Well, he-
was that when you see Punk spit out the blood, and then before he gives the GTS to
yeah.
TV14 came back for 5 minutes last week. All right, right now we have to talk about the botch of the year. R-Truth versus Mason Ryan. All right, first off, he messes up the city's name. It's not Green Bay, R-Truth. It's Milwaukee.
Pretty much the whole match was a botch. People were like, they didn't know what was going on. The spots were all wrong. Mason Ryan was over here. R-Truth was over there. It was just insane.
Then when he
It
went
was
outside
chaos.
the ring, he didn't know what to do. He was like, should I push the ref? Should I grab the chair?
He have to have a chair for no reason. He spends all that time outside the ring looking for a chair, and it doesn't come into play at all. 2/21/11.
They obviously spoiled it by playing that song from last year when he was feuding with Shawn Michaels. It's Undertaker.
No.
It
It's-
should be
you don't
Sting.
know
Listen,
that.
it's the Undertaker.
Wait
Who
a
else
minute,
could it
wait a
be?
minute, Wait a minute. Hold on here. and that date is
I
after the
agree.
Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
That
So
is
why is he
true.
making that?
But it doesn't
I
matter
agree.
anymore.
It does matter.
Everybody's on
So then what
everyone's
is he
show
gonna do on Raw
now.
when he comes?
Only old school Undertaker wears a trench coat, and the guy has on cowboy boots. Undertaker doesn't wear cowboy boots. It's not, I'm not saying it's Undertaker. I'm not saying it's not Undertaker, but let's give it time before we assume that it's Undertaker.
Okay, wait. Do you think it's Sting though?
I've read rumors that he's heading back to TNA, so I couldn't tell you. I would hope it's Sting. I personally would like to see Crow Sting versus Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Me too.
We
That-
all
that-
would.
That's the
like
only.
to see it.
That's
Yeah,
really the
definitely
only
like to see
match
it.
that could really follow up Shawn Michaels Undertaker.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward
Honestly.
to. I'm not. Me personally, I hate where they're going with Barrett's character. I don't want to see him. I think he would squash Barrett
Let's
at
be honest.
WrestleMania.
The core sucks.
It does.
The core is a weak group
It
compared
is.
to Nexus, man.
It's so bad. His shirts are hideous.
Really,
Yeah.
really. Come
Oh,
on.
so Ron, you're agreeing the core sucks? Is that what you're saying?
your
No,
That's
boy-
your
your
boy,
boy-
Wade Barrett.
your boy
No,
Barrett.
bad.
No,
That's
I'm
your boy.
saying. Time out.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's your
We're
boy.
all equal. we
next
are
WWE
all equal
Can I
in the
get- can I
core.
get-
The next WWE champion.
I
I am not the
No.
leader.
I think that the core shirts suck. I don't like the core gimmick. It's a little weak. But I do like Wade Barrett, the character, and Wade Barrett, the wrestler. I do
How do you
like
not,
Wade Barrett.
How do you look at Barrett's recent performances and not realize
Dude,
that he's digressing as a character?
But do you think that's his choice though? That's WWE. That's
how
a
do you
creative
go,
move.
How do you go from where you were, main eventing on Raw to
And
we
Yeah,
had
but
no,
don't
we had
ask
no more
me.
leader? Like,
Don't ask me that. I mean, go to WWE
Oh, so it's-
headquarters and find
so
out.
not every,
because I'm
so
saying,
your cop out is always creative, but blame it on
whoa,
creative.
whoa, whoa,
That's your
not
cop
always
out.
my cop. No.
Wade Barrett will be a future heavyweight champion
One day.
on TNA.
All right. You know what? You know what, you guys? I'm saying it right now. When Barrett becomes champion one day,
On TNA.
right, and everyone loves him,
gotta bring up
I
Kane.
want you guys. I don't want you guys to go on the bandwagon, okay? Because the moment one of you goes on the bandwagon, getting a Stone Cold Stunner from me, I'm telling you, you're gonna get a Stone Cold Stunner or a Rock Bottom or Wars of Jericho. I don't care. The Pro Wrestling Spotlight has a special treat for you. We recently attended the 2011 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and let me just say, it was legendary. What's up, wrestling fans? The Pro Wrestling Spotlight in the house. Superstar Ron Hustle here at the TD Garden, getting ready for the Royal Rumble. A couple hours away from the Royal Rumble, and as we are anticipating this amazing event, we have the fans. Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble?
I'd like to see Morrison win, but if you go with facts, it's probably going to be Del Rio.
I want John Morrison to win, but knowing we might see Triple H.
Triple H
Really?
will come back tonight.
Rob, you're killing me, Rob. I can't stand the guy.
We got Todd Grisham signing autographs over here.
No, Alex, they're not.
Oh, you guys. We're on the road to WrestleMania.
The road to WrestleMania begins now.
Who is going to enter at number 21?
Can you dig it?
Booker T! The six-time world champion! The former king of the ring! The tag team specialist! This is what pay-per-view's all about, because you never know! Gotta take a chill pill. No, wait, it's a mark-out moment! A mark-it-out, bro! Holy you gotta be kidding me! Big Daddy Cool Diesel! What? Diesel's back! 7 men! Nearly 7 feet tall! Diesel!
El único, la esencia de la excelencia. Él es Alberto Del Rio.
It's time to shine the spotlight on SmackDown. Alberto Del Rio is going to WrestleMania.
And win the IC
win the IC
title,
title, it'll be
and
champion
then
versus champion.
at WrestleMania, which will be
Where are they going
hell
with
of a
that?
storyline.
Wait a minute, really?
Yeah,
He's gonna fight
feuding
Kofi for the IC
Kingston right now.
title.
Kofi Kingston came out to say little hornswoggle last time. He beat him with the kendo stick.
He's gonna win
Wait,
the
no,
IC
I remember
title.
that. That was funny when Alberto kicked Hornswoggle in the face. I just want to tell you that my original pick was Christian to win the Royal Rumble.
This past January, Edge pitched Edge versus Christian at this year's WrestleMania, and Vince turned it down. Vince said this. He's like, he doesn't see him as a main eventer. He sees him as like Matt Hardy.
This Ziggler Edge is not going to end after this Elimination Chamber, I don't think.
Yeah.
So why not go into WrestleMania, have Edge versus Del Rio versus Ziggler versus Christian in a fatal four-way?
Dude, these guys took the words right out of my mouth.
But let's talk about Dolph Ziggler and his match with Edge at the Royal Rumble.
That
That's
match
it.
right there, he's made. He's a made guy.
What do you guys think about Kelly going into that storyline, interfering in?
Random.
weird.
It's random.
But then again, when SmackDown came on that week,
She just said, she was like, "'Cause you're a bully, Vicky."
out of nowhere, like,
But I know you was loving the spear though. She gave to
oh, I loved it.
the
She
spear.
worked a pretty good match there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
How long before TNA goes under?
I say 2 years.
I say about 2 years.
2 years.
I give TNA 2 days.
Thursday.
I'm giving
Next
TNA.
episode.
I'm giving TNA till Friday to get out of business. Jeff Jarrett, look at Jeff Jarrett in the locker room. Look at him now. Now you see him. Now you don't. First of all, their production value, man. What is going on with that?
I know.
Zoom in. The camera. It's like a hidden camera show. How do you have Kurt Angle's ex-wife involved in
really
the
married
storyline,
to Jarrett now.
who's really married to Jeff Jarrett in real life, and you do a storyline involving his family, and it gets all. That's just too personal.
And Angle's 2-year-old son, they're having him force lines out.
Terrible.
That's gonna force Kurt Angle to leave now and come back home.
Well, at least Booker T was smart enough to leave TNA. Thank God. Booker T is back. The six-time World Heavyweight Champion. Now, can you dig that? Sucker! Let's shine the spotlight on Satan's prison. Oh, man, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. The last stop before WrestleMania. What the hell is going to happen, guys? I don't know.
Why do you sound drunk?
Except for Miz and Lawler, I think the chamber matches might actually be entertaining, but predictable outcomes.
I'll say Ziggler wins, right? And then Edge wants his rematch clause, but then Del Rio has his Royal Rumble win, or it could be a fatal four-way and Christian will come back and surprise the fans.
You're really looking for a lot of scenarios for Christian to come back, huh?
Yo, man, Christian. Listen, man, Christian's a good wrestler, man. I've always liked Christian.
Look,
man.
I give it up on. He gave up on Christian too. I'm giving up on him.
Man, you like to switch gears so many times.
Switch
What's that
gears.
about?
Yeah, you
You
do.
always switch gears on us, man.
They're never gonna push him.
Justin will have a big beef for like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that this week. They're not pushing the young guys.
Yeah.
Yet, he wants to see Sting versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. Makes no sense.
I think that if they're gonna have the Money in the Bank match and Christian comes back,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's like his fifth plug for Christian.
this is my dream for Christian to
your
win the
destiny?
Money in the Bank.
It's your destiny for
And
Christian.
then cash in on Del Rio. So guys, let's talk about the Raw Elimination Chamber. I mean, the fact that it's just obvious that Cena's gonna win. It's gonna be John Cena versus The Miz at WrestleMania.
They're making it like, if you look at Raw, they're saying, oh, they're pretty much telling you that Lawler has no chance in hell of winning this match, right?
Yeah,
That's
true. That's true.
Which was pretty much telling me Cena probably gets involved in this match, costs Miz the title for a night or maybe a week.
Yeah.
And then, Miz gets the title back eventually. But
Well, you
Lawler
know
will
what?
be the world champion after this pay-per-view.
You know what, man? That sounds like smart ass booking right there.
He's 61.
Well, that's all the time we have, Spotlight fans. I'm your host, Superstar Ron Hustle. Be sure to continue watching us as we are on the road to WrestleMania.